Yo, what is going on, guys? It is District Trending here, bringing you guys this brand new video. Now, today's video, guys, we're going to be covering 5 facts that every XXXTENTACION fan should definitely know. Now, make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end, because I left the best fact for last that every fan should definitely know. Also, leave a like on this video if you guys are a fan of him, because I'm actually curious how many people watching this video are a fan of X. Now, XXXTENTACION has been making a huge name for himself in the music game for the last few years, from being on the XXL freshman class to his really hit album called 17. X has definitely left his mark in the industry, and his numbers really support that statement. Now, you guys absolutely love my videos on XXXTentacion, so I decided to remake this video for you guys because I have been getting requested to make another facts video on him. Now, the last facts video I did on X, I was around 30,000 subscribers, so I did gain about 90 to 100,000 since that video. So I decided to make it again for you guys because you guys have been requesting, and I just really love making videos on him. So if you guys enjoy my videos on X, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new, because we are also giving away an iPhone X. If you guys would like to enter in that, just subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, comment down below your favorite thing about XXXTentacion, and lastly, turn on my channel notifications and be active every single video that I upload. But anyways, guys, let's just jump straight on into this video. Starting at the number 5 thing is where X met Ski Mask the Slump God. Now, I had to put this first because if they never became friends, X would never even been here making music today. But the sad thing is, they're no longer friends. I'm pretty sure they do make music together from time to time because Ski is working on a new album and X agreed to make a song with him. But other than that, they just make music together. They're not really that much of friends anymore. But if you do know X, you would definitely know who Ski Mask the Slump God is. They used to be really close friends. Some of my favorite songs are with him and X on the same track. This song right here, called Freddy vs. Jason, is a flawless track where they switch every single bar. If you've ever heard of it, it's a really good song. Now, did you guys know that X was the one that pushed Ski Mask to start rapping? Once X pushed Ski to start rapping, they actually both started pushing together. X was actually gonna quit making music to go get a job to help support his mom. But then Ski told him to keep on focusing on music, so it's a really good thing that Ski did that, because if not, X would never have been here today. And they actually met in a juvenile jail back in 2012, which is actually pretty insane as well. When they met, X actually had some experience rapping before because he would always write in a little journal thing and just make music in his room and things like that and record on his iPod. I thought that was pretty sweet as well when I found out that fact. Now, X and Ski Mask have done a lot of interviews and songs together. Just as an example, they did a No Jumper interview, and on that No Jumper interview, it's almost at 4 million views right now on YouTube, which is actually pretty insane for an interview. And he also did another interview on Elevator with Ski Mask, and it's almost at 1 million views as well. So they've actually been together pretty much since the start, because, you know, they did start at a juvenile detention center together. It just kind of sucks that they aren't friends anymore. But if you are an X fan, you definitely needed to know that fact, because if that never happened with Ski Mask, then they never would have been friends today, and X never would have made music. So that's a really important thing to know. So jumping into the 4th fact that every fan must know is why he dropped out of high school. Now, this was an important decision for X because this basically meant that he's going to be dropping out of school, so there's no way he can go get like a nice job or anything along the lines of that. So he has to pursue his passions if he does want to make a career out of something in his life. So this is a pretty big and important thing that you must know if you are an XXXTentacion fan. Now, X actually did drop out of high school in the 10th grade to pursue what he wanted to do in life. At the time, he wanted to become a UFC fighter, football player, or a successful rapper. Now, those are the 3 things that he wanted to do with his life at the time. And funny enough, actually now he's going to be enrolling back into school. He's going to an art school where he's going to be like learning how to draw art. And he wants to learn things on the computer, so he wants to do like animations and things along the lines of that, which I think is actually pretty cool. He believed at the time that school was just distracting him from where he wanted to be, which obviously, if you do think about it, it did work out for him, but it doesn't work out for every single person that does this. Now, I even know personally a person who actually dropped out of school to pursue music, and now he is going to like a fixed type of schooling where like older people go back to high school to receive their credits without physically going back to the actual high school. If you are looking to pursue music, I honestly would like highly suggest you guys just finish out high school, even if you slack off a little bit. As long as you finish it and get the diploma, that's really all that counts. Unless you do want to go to college or anything, then obviously get good grades. But X didn't really want to take that approach. He wanted to drop out of school to pursue what he wanted to do in life, and he believed that he didn't need school to do the 3 things that he wanted to accomplish in his life. So he actually dropped out, which worked out for the better, because now look where he is today. He's a huge star. He's left his name, it's a dent in the industry. Everyone knows who XXXTentacion is nowadays. He's one of hip-hop's fastest growing rappers at the moment. His fan base is only getting bigger and bigger, but he does not hate school. He actually supports people that do go to school, which I think is a really cool thing. He even said to himself, that people should stay in school. He wants his fans to stay in school unless they have a passion that they're 100% committed to, like he was. Don't just drop out of school to pursue something for a few weeks and then say, man, now look where I am, I'm out of school, I got nothing. But I am really happy for X. He is actually going back to school. As I said, he's going to be going to an art school, which is really cool. But yeah, if you are an X fan, you definitely need to know that, because that was a huge thing about why he is where he is today, was dropping out of high school in the 10th grade. Now getting into the third thing is going to be X's criminal history. Now this is a very important one that you guys definitely need to know, and you guys already know by now X has been in trouble with the law recently and in just the last few years in general. Now I spoke about him being in the juvenile detention center with ski mask and him being in jail and blowing up while he was in jail, because if you guys are unaware, while he was in jail, that's where he actually started seeing all of his hype and fame from his song Look at Me. But he was arrested and charged with robbery and assault with a weapon in the summer of 2016, and then he was arrested again in October 2016 on charges of false imprisonment, witness tampering, and battery. But then he was later released on bail in March of 2017. Now I'm really hoping that X stays out of trouble and abides by his probation, because I would hate to see X end up going back there and then not being able to make music, because X has been making some really good music lately, especially his newest songs, Sad and Changes, at the time of this recording anyway. Those are his newest. I really don't want to see him go back in jail, and hope that he can prosper through this and stay out of trouble with the law, because I'm really hoping that he could become one of the biggest artists out there in the near future, which I honestly think he can if he keeps going the way he's going. He's been putting out some really good music, and he's just been really motivating others to do good in his life. He's even donated $100,000 to charity recently, which I thought was a very kind gesture. I don't really see any other artists out here doing that. They like to spend their money on jewelry and cars, but X likes to donate his money and give his money to his mom, which I think is really good. Now, if you guys actually didn't know, this is a cool little fact that I found, that X was actually in the same jail as Kodak Black for a short period of time. Now, they weren't in the same cell block, but they were actually at the Broward County Jail. Now, I just thought that was a cool little fact that I wanted to throw in here, because if you guys are a Kodak Black fan, I'm sure you guys would appreciate me hearing that, because I am a Kodak Black fan as well. Now, in the second place spot, we have X's beef with all the people in the hip-hop community, and he's most notable for his beef with Drake. Now, Drake is obviously one of the biggest names in hip-hop history. He'll always be, with his hit songs like God's Plan and all those things that he just released lately. And this beef actually started with people accusing Drake of stealing X's flow on his song Look at Me. Now, Drake released a song called KMT, which literally sounded the exact same as Look at Me, and he actually dropped that song at the time when Look at Me was literally blowing up. So that's why it had so much beef going on around it, because they literally sound the same. Now, Drake refused any correlation between the two songs, but we all know that Drake stole his flow in KMT. It's really obvious if you actually listen to the two songs back to back. Now, I wish I could show you guys, but the video will get flagged for copyright. But if you guys just look up on YouTube, you guys can literally hear the two songs back to back. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, other beef that X had was with Rob Stone. That's the guy who made the Chill Bill song a while ago. This beef started back when Ski Mask the Slump God got cut from the lineup of a concert while Rob Stone was on stage due to the timing, and Ski Mask got angry and refused to leave the stage. That's where the whole beef between them actually started, and X jumped in because he was really close friends with Ski Mask at the time and tried to defend him, and Rob Stone wasn't really feeling that, so later he tried to get back at them. And then the first and last thing is going to be his name. Now, everybody should know what his name actually stands for. XXXTentacion. Now, you're definitely not an X fan if you guys don't know the origin of his name came from, because he has a really different name than all these other rappers out there, and it only makes sense if you are an X fan to know where his name came from. XXXTentacion actually means unknown temptation. Now, the letter X was a weird unknown numeral for some reason. I don't know, this dates way back. And then tentacion is temptation in Latin, so X just literally just pushed the two together. That has been the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please hit the subscribe button if you are new, like the video, and comment down below your favorite thing about XXXTENTACION, and I'll be sure to shout you out in my next video. Also, please go follow my Twitter. I'll have my Twitter on the screen. I'm very active on there, so if you ever need to talk to me, that is the best place to reach me. Anyways, guys, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.